Hi everyone. After completing the USB debugging connection setup, you are ready to start using LaiCai Screen Mirroring. First, click Scan Device. You can scan either a physical phone or an emulator. If several devices are listed, select all of them, or select only the one you want to use. For this demonstration, I will select this S23U, then click Add to Group. A device window now appears on the left. Screen mirroring has not started yet. Click Start Screen Mirroring in the center of the device window. You can also use the button in the toolbar above. When working with multiple devices, use this group control to start mirroring for the whole group. For now, I will test a single device. Screen mirroring is now connected successfully. To add more devices later, click Scan Device on the right and add the remaining devices. After adding them, you can start mirroring for the entire group or start each device separately. The group controls also let you stop all devices together and start them again together. That is how to start screen mirroring. Next, let us look at several commonly used settings. The top toolbar, where my pointer is now, applies actions to every device in the current group. In LaiCai Screen Mirroring, a group is the basic level of device management. Even when you have only one device, it still belongs to a group, such as the default group shown on the left. Now, let us review the most important group management settings. Open Group Settings on the far right. Here, Show Control Buttons determines whether the side controls appear beside the mirrored devices. For example, you may hide them while playing a game to keep the interface cleaner. The settings on the right also control the display aspect ratio. Choose 16:9, 20:9, or 4:3 to match your device. Under Layout, choose an automatic column layout or switch to a manual layout. With a manual layout, use the sliders for the small and large windows to adjust the current mirrored screen size. The keyframe interval can normally remain at 10 seconds, or you can change it to 5 seconds, depending on your performance needs. With a higher performance phone, you can set the interval to 5 seconds or even lower. For remote mirroring, you may prefer 2 or 3 seconds so keyframes refresh more frequently. For ordinary local use, 10 or 5 seconds is usually enough. Next is the resolution setting. A lower value produces a blurrier image, as you can see here. A higher value produces a clearer image. You can also adjust each parameter manually. The final result still depends on the maximum output your phone can provide. A powerful phone can use somewhat higher settings. For an average phone, setting the values too high is not recommended. Raising them beyond the phone's limit will not produce that resolution. The frame rate setting is also important. Even if you select 90 FPS, the mirrored view may not actually reach 90. Two devices are connected here. The left device is around the 30s, while the right device reaches the 50s. Neither reaches the configured target because this external monitor supports only up to 60 Hz. So even if I configure 90 or 100 FPS, the displayed result cannot exceed that limit. Here it peaks at about 56 or 57. I have now disconnected the external monitor and am mirroring directly on my MacBook display. Because the MacBook display has a higher refresh rate, the FPS shown in the upper right corner now stays around 70. At times, it rises above 75 and approaches 80, making the experience noticeably smoother. If the mirrored game feels limited to a lower frame rate, one possible cause is a display capped at 60 Hz. Using a 120 or 180 Hz display may let you see a higher frame rate from LaiCai Screen Mirroring. Each mobile game also has its own graphics settings. In this game, for example, you can choose better graphics. If the phone has average performance, choose balanced or better frame rate instead. To summarize, FPS stability, the first and most important factor is phone performance. A faster phone can produce a higher frame rate. The second factor is the display. A 60 Hz display cannot visibly present more than 60 frames per second. regardless of phone or computer performance. On my 180Hz display, the mirrored game can reach roughly 70 to 80 FPS. The data cable also matters. Use a newer, higher quality cable and preferably a USB 3.0 or faster connection. When operating multiple devices through a hub performance is important because all device data passes through it. Choose a reliable, higher performance hub for multi-device use. The app settings matter as well. Setting resolution too high can reduce FPS. Try to keep the configured resolution reasonably close to the resolution you actually need on the current display. For most games, 60 to 70 FPS already feels very smooth on a computer. The current image looks good. That completes the section on performance. Next, let us look at rotation. The mirrored view is portrait by default. Use this setting to change it to landscape, or switch it back to portrait. There is also a rotate button for each individual device. This button asks the phone itself to rotate its screen. It does not rotate the mirrored window. It works only when the app currently open on the phone supports switching between portrait and landscape. Keep these two controls separate. The upper control rotates the LaiCai mirrored view, while the lower control changes the phone app's orientation. Many LaiCai features are available from the top of the app. These include device features and group management, automation, key mapping, macros, shortcuts, and the game assistant. All of these tools are grouped in the top area, so they are easy to find. This toolbar controls the whole group. The buttons inside each mirrored screen area control only that individual device. The toggle button in the upper left can hide interface elements, including the left tools, the group list, and the group controls. Hiding them gives you a cleaner view, and you can toggle them back whenever needed. These two buttons provide small width and height adjustments when unused space remains beside or below the mirrored view. They automatically expand the view to fill more of the available space, making the mirrored screen larger. That covers the basic use of LaiCai Screen Mirroring. Every major feature also has a dedicated guide page with its own tutorial video. If you need more detail, I recommend visiting the official website and watching those tutorials. That is all for this introduction to the basics of LaiCai Screen Mirroring. Thank you for watching.